Have you ever noticed how luggage shopping suddenly becomes stressful right before a trip? You walk into a store thinking, I just need a suitcase. And suddenly, there are spinner wheels, hard shells, soft shells, expandable zippers, USB ports, aluminum frames, carry-on sizes, checked bag dimensions. And, my friends, price tags ranging from about $50 to, oh my goodness, over $1,000. And somehow every suitcase claims to be, hey, ultra lightweight. Today, I want to try and simplify all of that for you. So don't go anywhere. We're talking about how to choose the right luggage, how to make sure your luggage is trip ready before you leave home, and what features really matter. What features are just marketing gimmicks, my friends. And also, I'll give you 20 luggage brands with the pros and cons of each. And no, there's a lot more than 20, but I'm going to give you 20. So if you love travel, hate broken wheels, or simply want to stop wrestling your suitcase through the airport, this video is for you. Before buying luggage, ask yourself one question. What kind of traveler am I? Because the best suitcase for a business traveler may be terrible for a cruise traveler, and I'll tell you why. A backpacker has different needs than someone flying internationally twice a month. And somebody road tripping through Europe needs different luggage than somebody taking one cruise a year. So here are the main travel styles that you want to try and put yourself in. Are you a weekend traveler, frequent flyer, cruise traveler, international traveler? Do you just like the occasional road trip? Or do you travel with the whole family? Or are you a luxury traveler? Or hey, a budget traveler? Your travel style determines almost everything about the kind of luggage you need. So, hard shell versus soft shell. Half of the people out there will tell you need one, half will tell you need the other. They won't tell you why. This is actually the biggest luggage debate there is going on. So, let me break it down. Hard shell luggage is better protection for what you have inside, a very modern appearance, and usually more water resistant. So if you have fragile items or you might get out in the rain, consider the hard shell. But I want to tell you, hard shell also scratches easier. It can crack if you get the cheap one and keep it out in the heat. Oh, and it is less flexible when you're overpacking. A soft shell luggage, it's much more flexible. The exterior pockets are useful, and it's easier to squeeze into overhead bins depending upon how you pack it. And it's maybe not, but oftentimes it's lighter weight. But with the soft shell luggage, you have less protection. Fabric on it can stain, and it can absorb the rain or the spills or whatever happens in transit. So travel experts often recommend hard shell for airport heavy travel and soft shell for road trips or travelers who tend to overpack. Personally, well, I like the hard shell. I really like the hard shell. I feel it protects my luggage. And yeah, the outside gets dinged up, but it doesn't get torn up. It gets dinged up. If you drive more than you fly, maybe consider that soft shell. It's a great thing when you're driving. So, spinner wheels are worth it. If your suitcase only has 2 wheels, it is time, my friends. Stop struggling to how you're going to pull this over carpet, how you're going to pull this over bumps, how you're going to pull this over pavement, everything else. 4 spinner wheels completely change airport travel. They roll beside you instead of dragging behind you. That means less shoulder strain, easier airport navigation, better maneuvering in crowds. Cheap wheels, my friends, are one of the first things to fail on your luggage. I want to tell you another thing that happens. Also, when you're traveling and pulling and tugging on your luggage, how sturdy is that handle? Are you bending the handle too much? So some of the things you want to consider when shopping: roll the bag yourself, know how it turns, know how it maneuvers, test it if at all possible with something heavy in it. Wiggle the wheels. How sturdy are they? Listen for rattling. Good wheels are quiet. Cheap wheels, they sound a little bit like grocery carts, okay? So the handle test. The most overlooked feature: pull up the telescoping handle. Does it wiggle? Does it wobble? Does it stick? Is it strong? Is it flimsy? Because broken handles ruin trips. And here's a tip: don't yank the handle sideways. No matter how great your luggage is, if you're on a poor surface and that baby's heavy, if you yank the handle sideways, you're going to start destroying your luggage. And most travelers, when they destroy luggage, that's it, wheels or the handle. So check the weight before you're buying. Okay, the weight really, really matters. And expandable zippers, yes or no? Well, expandable zippers, it sounds wonderful. Sometimes it is. But the truth that I find is expand too much and your carry-on is no longer fit for airline requirements, especially with all the recent changes. So if you buy expandable luggage, use the expansion only if you're checking it or you're doing a road trip, not if you're carrying on. So double check your airline dimensions. Always know that ahead of time. Europe is getting really strict with this. And as far as those TSA locks, approved locks allow airport security to inspect your bag without breaking the lock. But they're not really essential. They're convenient, but a lock only keeps honest people honest. It's not a safe. So be careful. Look for a thin plastic shell. You want a thick one. You want to make sure that zipper is strong. And hey, if it's a quality piece of luggage, it does come with a warranty. Are you going to use the warranty? Probably not. But a good piece of luggage should have a warranty. And you want to make sure the interior lining isn't cheap. If it gets hot, you don't want that lining to rip. So a trip-ready luggage checklist: spin the wheels, check the zipper, the handle locks correctly, no cracks in the shell. The airline size requirements are checked for your airline or for TSA. Old baggage tags, remove those before you fly to your next destination. And buy an air tag, my friend. You need an air tag. So always check the weight. Have that scale at home as well. So it's very important. And carry-ons save you on check bag fees, but some airlines claim they're going to start charging for that. So you got to weigh that as well. Some of the brands, Samsonite, it's reliable, huge variety, widely available, good durability. Cons, the styling is not so great, and some of the handles aren't as strong as other brands. Travel Pro, airline crew favorite here. Durable, soft side luggage. They can stick their luggage in their airline crew areas, smooth wheels, but it looks like business. There's no style to it. So Away is also another luggage brand. It's sleek, modern design, great carry-ons, excellent organization, but it is expensive. And the scratches do show up and stay shown up. Rimowa luggage brand is luxury, extremely durable, iconic aluminum look, but it is very expensive and aluminum does dent. Tumi, premium quality business traveler favorite here lately and has great warranties, but it's very, very expensive. You feel like you're paying for the luggage to be replaced when you first buy it. American Tourister, forever, great advertisements, budget-friendly, lightweight, fun colors, but it doesn't last as long as other luggage. Delsey Paris, very lightweight, good organization inside, very stylish, but some people complain about the zippers. Briggs & Riley, excellent warranty, very durable. It has a compression system right inside of it. But my friends, again, it's very expensive and doesn't look expensive. Mono's brand, minimalist design, quiet wheels, strong hard shell, very good there. But again, it costs a lot. Biz, B-E-I-S. It's stylish. It's an influencer favorite. So that makes me think, maybe it's overpriced. Don't know. But it is heavier than some of the competitors. So I want light gear, Swiss gear, durable, good value, practical, more functional than fashionable. But hey, do we really care about fashion? Victorinox, premium build, excellent engineering, but again, very expensive. Osprey, great for adventure travel, fantastic backpacks in their line. And they are less traditional in the suitcase genre. Eagle Creek, great organization. It's a design that a lot of people are really liking, but it's more rugged, less luxury appearance. Calpac, trendy, lightweight, good interiors, durable, varies by collection. July is also another luggage brand. Beautiful design, silent wheels, but expensive. Periveau, sustainable materials, which is really cool, but very, very expensive. Antler, very lightweight, strong value, but you get that mainly in overseas markets, not here in the U.S. And Amazon Basics, everybody's looking at that now. It's very affordable, great starter luggage, but it doesn't last as long as some of the other more expensive brands. iFly, very budget-friendly, attractive colors. Again, not great for frequent travel. It doesn't last as long. Budget traveler, if you are a budget traveler, consider the American Tourister or Amazon Basics. If you're flying all the time, Briggs & Riley or Travel Pro are great. If you want luxury, Rimowa or Tumi. If you're cruising, a cruise traveler, you might want to try the Delsey or Samsonite brands. Adventure, the Eagle Creek and Osprey is great. And if you just want the stylish luggage, no matter what, try the Away brands, Monos or Bees. And I want to tell you, at the end of the day, the best luggage is not the most expensive suitcase in the store. It's the one that fits your travel style. A good suitcase should make travel easier. You want it to roll smooth. You want it to protect your belongings. You want it to fit what you need to fit in it and survive baggage claim without making it look all beat up. So next time you're shopping for luggage, don't just buy the prettiest one. Test the wheels, the handle, the zipper, check the weight. Look to make sure there's a warranty. And think about the kind of traveler you really are. Now I want to hear from you. What luggage brand has survived your travels the best? And which luggage brand failed you completely? Tell me in the comments below. I really want to know. I read all the comments. And if you enjoy travel tips, cruising, flying, and smart packaging advice, don't forget, please, please, please subscribe, like, and share with your friends. Because I have a lot more travel adventures ahead that I want to share with you. Have a great day, my friends. Bye.